Linwei's speech today is from the CC manual. It's number 9, Persuade with Power. The title of his speech is Before It's Too Late, Linwei Zhang, Before It's Too Late.
It's good that today our theme is talking about weather, because I have something to say about the weather and the climate as well. Breaking news. These days we hear a lot of breaking news, but this one is very special. The world has just over a decade to keep the climate change under control. This is the conclusion from the most recent report from United Nations Intergovernmental Panel of Climate Change. I know you have been hearing about things about climate change every now and then. It seems to be coming, but it never actually showed up, like very obviously impacted our life already. So if you don't believe me, just think about people in Carolina. Just a month ago, Hurricane Florence struck Carolina and left thousands of people, thousands of homes destroyed, and people suffered from the damage. I think what happened over the past week, another Hurricane Michael swept through the land again and caused another damage. And think about people in Southern California. Wildfires destroyed that place every year, and wildfire does not just burn down the houses and destroy the forest. The smoke it generated also impact the physical health of the residents nearby. And think about coral reefs as a very important indicator of the ocean, the health of the ocean. A healthy coral reef can be turned into a dead coral reef in just about a year, because a little bit rise of temperature in the sea, in the ocean. And those damages are not reversible. So I hope you start to believe me that this is a serious issue. So what's the status now? In 2015, 195 countries gathered together in Paris and reached an agreement that we human beings, we are going to hold the temperature increase, the global temperature increase, below 2 degrees Celsius above the pre-industrial level. And we will pursue efforts to limit that temperature increase to 1.5 degrees C. But look at where we are now. In 2017, the global temperature already increased by 1.0 degrees C. And if the temperature increase at the same warm rate, then by 2040, the global temperature increase will already reach the 1.5 degrees C limit. And if we still do nothing, then by the end of this century, the global temperature will increase by 3 degrees C. So what does that mean? What does the temperature increase mean to us? If we do nothing and the temperature keeps going up, then take a look at here. If the temperature increase by 2 degrees C, the chances of having a very severe impact by the temperature increase is very high. We'll probably have more catastrophic events. We'll break our ecosystems. We'll probably see more huge hurricanes, level 5, level 6, which have not yet been defined. And all the coral reefs we see today, 99% of them would die if the temperature goes above 2 degrees C. And with more catastrophic weather events, there will be more flooding, more droughts, and the crop yields will definitely drop. And that means we will probably not have enough food to feed ourselves in the future. But what if we act now? Then we still have a chance to live our life the way it is, but with the moderate impact from the climate change. And our future generations will be very thankful for us, because we leave them a planet that they will be able to live on. So is it too late? No, not yet. But to catch up, we need rapid, far-reaching, and unprecedented change on all aspects of our life. For example, land. We need to turn more lands into forests, including farming lands, so that the trees can absorb carbon dioxide. And we need to restructure the energy structure that we have now. Currently, renewable energy only counts about 25% of the overall energy consumed global-wise. We need to boost that percentage to 50% if we want to keep the climate within control. Industry. I work for a renewable energy called Solar, and I hope there will be more renewable energy companies like us to innovate and introduce fair competitions and bring the price down and make this technology accessible to everyone. Buildings. We need to build more buildings that are energy efficient and have less impact on the ecosystem. Transport. We need to reduce the amount of vehicles that consume fossil fuels and use more electrical vehicles. Essentially, we need to build a city which take all the points I mentioned above into consideration and make our future life more sustainable. But what can we do as an individual? I don't have much for suggestion. All I know is that we can do a very simple thing, just to raise the public awareness of this serious problem. So I hope after this presentation, hearing this presentation, you can go home and tell this to your friend, and tell their friend the same thing, and encourage him or her to tell the same thing to his or her friend. So if you think you can do that, please raise your hand. Thank you.